Season 2 on 2K24 starts this Friday, and we've got new rewards to talk about, the first legend, new patches because the game keeps changing, and so much more. So if you're going to watch any video all the way to the end, man, this one is important. Whatever you got to do, make sure that like button is blue, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and let's get right into the news. First, I want to say the NBA season is starting next week, and PrizePicks is doing a special where if Steph Curry scores more than 1 point, you will win. You might as well go ahead and lock it in. Once you sign up, go to the NBA, click Steph Curry, and you only have to get one more right to win. So let's say LeBron James, 25.5 points. If you think he's going to score more than 25, you hit more. Obviously, you're going to hit more for Curry because he's going to score 1 point. You're going to make 3 times your money back. If you add another one, you're going to win 5 times your money back, and it keeps going. Click my link in the description to get a 100% deposit bonus up to $100. So if you put in $20, they're going to give you $40 to play with. If you put in $50, they're going to give you $100 to play with. Thank you, PrizePicks, for sponsoring, and let's get back into the video. So Random Wizard became the first legend on 2K24. You see right here, he has a top 10 logo, and it looks nice, man, that you get a logo for being in the top 10. You also get +5 to all your attributes, and at first it wasn't working, but the Random Wizard went to Twitter and he said the top 10 +5 attributes are now working, but unfortunately they do not unlock badges or animations. Now 2K already told us that before. It says in parentheses when you look over the top 10 that it does not do that, but a lot of people were still disappointed that it doesn't. And we also see right here, he said, yo, big W, that you get unlimited boost in every category. Now we don't know if that's for being the first legend and 2K gave him that, or it's for veteran 3, because if you read the veteran 3 rewards, it kind of seems like it does that. I don't know, but Mike Wang just tweeted out today, the gameplay director for 2K, makes all the big gameplay changes if you don't know. And he said, shooting in 5v5 team control modes play now. My team will be a bit more challenging / skill based with this morning's update. Wide open green windows also got a small buff in Pro-Am and Anti-Up. Rec and Park got a similar wide open buff last week. So we talked about this last week. It was the biggest patch in 2K history that I've ever seen. It was supposed to save the game, but we haven't got to talk about people's opinions on it really since it dropped, which we will in a minute. But the Random Wizard who hit first legend and top 10, he got the Arrive in Style reward, and this is what it looks like right here for the Elite affiliation. I'm guessing if you hit top 10 in Rise, there's going to be a different one that will show in the future when someone finally hits it. But you come in like Iron Man, you do your little animation, you got the top 10 logo, and I think it looks pretty cool for an Arrive in Style. I mean, we all thought it was going to be you coming off, you know, the blimp or something again, 2K recycling the same reward. So, I mean, it looks cool. It's just an Arrive in Style. But this is also from another person's point of view what it looks like, and it shakes your screen, which is kind of crazy. I cannot lie. It just shakes your screen. It kind of seems like the helicopter from 2K20. Like, you know someone's joining your park that's in the top 10 because your whole screen is going crazy. Or like in 2K20, the helicopter was super loud, you know. So that is it right there. But we have so much to talk about. We cannot stop. Now, someone finally got the large body type, which is from doing like 5 weeks of the Gatorade facility drills. And this is what it looks like, bro. Yeah, you are gigantic, bro, when you get that. That is insane. Okay, so Mike Wang went to Reddit, actually. He went to Reddit to talk about the shooting because so many people after that patch about a week ago were saying that shooting is broken. Now, some people have reported shooting better. A lot of people, though, the majority have actually, from what I've seen, reported that they have been shooting worse. Now, some people were saying that's because they were used to the latency and the lag and all that. And now that it's fixed, you know, they got to relearn the game, which I definitely understand. But there's a lot of people that are still certain that they messed up something with the shooting. Now, I will say for sure, they definitely made the latency, chop, lag, whatever you want to call it, much better. So that was huge in that patch. But this is what he said, all right? He said there were only 3 perimeter shooting related changes on the gameplay code side of things in the most recent patch. Some shots were reporting wide open when they were supposed to be open, defender nearby but not contesting. Because wide open frequency went down a little, wide open windows were given a small buff in all modes except Pro-Am and Anti-Up. Okay, so buff means good, by the way, if you don't know. Deep threes were given a small buff for high rated shooters, and limitless range got a small boost as well, which we'll be looking at the test. Contrary to popular belief, we never patched specific jump shot shot animations to make certain bases or releases more or less effective. There are way too many animation combinations to even attempt that if we wanted to, which we have zero interest in doing. My earlier post about wanting realistic field goal percentage has also been taken way out of context, where he said he wants people to shoot worse this year. Basically, we're not doing anything in the game mode code to hold percentages down or boost percentages up to try and get real life numbers. I was simply stating that the shot window sizes are tuned so that shot percentages hopefully play out in a realistic way, because when I make people play threes like layups, it leads to boring basketball. Okay, so he's saying he doesn't want three hunting. But now that the green windows are pure, I can no longer use RNG, random number generator, to make shooting hit specific targets. It's totally in the hands of the players, and unfortunately, most players are less consistent than math. So he basically wants to say people suck. Anyway, now the big change that did happen with the last patch was a significant change to our online code to reduce latency. I'm almost 100% sure that's the difference in shooting that everybody is feeling, and my theory for why the pros are feeling it much more than everyone else is because a lot of them have mastered their shot timing down to the millisecond, and when you've ingrained your button release timing after hundreds and hundreds of reps, maybe it's that much harder to adjust to the latency change. We're still actively analyzing our systems to make sure that the netcode change didn't introduce any unintended knock-on problems in the shot system, but so far everything seems to be working properly. This kind of feels like we saw at launch when everybody was trying to adjust to the smaller green window or green windows and throwing up bricks. I'm pretty sure you guys will adjust and your shooting percentages will be back to where they were last week. If I'm wrong and there's an actual bug somewhere, I'll definitely let you guys know. So Mike Wang really wants to say that people just suck. And hey, I've also experienced shooting worse since the patch came out. Now, keep in mind, most of my shooting was only in the 1v1 theater, where I don't think latency was changed that much. But I'm just giving you my opinion, okay? I'm not saying it should be buffed, nerfed, nothing like that. I'm literally just telling you my experience that I've shot a bit worse. I went down from like 81% from 3 to like 72 on this specific build right here. So I have shot a bit worse, but I'm still shooting good. So it's not really that big of an issue to me. Now, Splash Edition, who is a former 2K League player and a $250,000 My Team tournament winner, went to Twitter and he said, "I'm back on Twitter. This is cap. Anybody shooting their jump shot can feel the repeated speed ups and slowdowns. That's not because of a takeaway of delay. The problem with this is Mike Wang says jump and you guys say how high. Random speed ups and slowdowns are 100% back," which I agree with. "And the fluctuation when shooting trying to green literally randomly goes to slightly late or early sometimes when you're not even timing that release. Not even bringing up the fact that speed up / slowdowns are back is ridiculous." So I want to go over what I think Mike Wang said in that post, because lots of people are experiencing this issue about shooting. And although Mike Wang said shooting wasn't, really different besides the window, if you read it, he kind of does say that shooting was made harder, okay? He says that lots of shots that were wide open are now saying open, which he thinks was a bug, but let's just say, it wasn't, whatever. But what that's saying is when you get an open, that means your green window is going to be smaller. And not only that, due to, them trying to combat Zins and stuff, now because it says open instead of wide open on your shot that would have been wide open, you also get a speed up or a slowdown on your shot and things like that. So it's really interesting, man, and a lot of people have their different opinions, okay? That's basically what I'm going to say. Some people are saying they're shooting worse. Some people are saying they're shooting better. I just give you my opinion, okay? So now Splash said, one more tweet. "For the people who truly believe everything Wang says, they said the court would be bigger and it's smaller." He's talking about for Pro-Am and Rec. "They said bobbles are because of bad pass accuracy when I have a 95 and my team rarely catches the ball correctly. I can also go on and on. We played the game. You can keep a thought of what you know because you are the one playing the game." So basically what he's saying is Mike Wang is saying something, but we play the game, okay? We're playing the game a lot, and this is what we are literally experiencing from playing the game. So anyway, 2K dropped the new Rec Center, and with that big patch, and there was a palm tree in the way of the camera. There was also a glitch in a lot of game modes where people were playing the game, and when the other team backed out, it reset all their badges to bronze. So 2K, as you see, went and tweeted that the additional updates for the city, they fixed the badge dropping to bronze, they fixed the result where there was a hang occurring, and more updates in the Rec to prevent the palm trees from obscuring gameplay, which is kind of crazy because how do you drop a patch where there's a tree in the way? An actual tree in the way of the camera, 2K. Now, Zach Timmerman, who also works for 2K, went and he said this: with the patch, a new multiplier was added to badge progression for city/rec games, which he said everyone has, by the way. It looks at usage rate and is meant to help users who are not dominating the ball. Helps when playing with shot-hungry randoms or friends where you're just playing a non-shot heavy offensive role. So basically, they added something to where the game is able to read, hey, you know, you're playing with these randoms in rec, they're not passing you the ball, you're not going to lose your badges as much or lose them at all. I'm not really sure, but once again, I'm still not for really the badge regression system. There's been so many issues, and it feels like if the game just didn't have it, we wouldn't have had all these issues. You know what I'm saying? And I said that since before the badge system came out. Now, Dimework commented on the new rec, and he said, as we see a side-by-side picture, unserious design team waited a whole season for a window and some palm trees. Maybe the new floor will bring it together, but still, I expected an actual new gym. It's all good though, really not even tripping, still gonna hoop, just expected more. So I also expected that there was going to be a much bigger difference to the rec, but there wasn't, okay? Now, I went and DM'd LD2K because as we seen when the game was at Community Day, it said there was going to be a new rec in Season 2. So, I just wanted to make sure, you know, I'm not complaining, okay? I just wanted to make sure that that's the new rec, and LD2K said this is the update, required a patch to be implemented, so it arrived early. Though, like last year, jerseys and court colors will be updated to reflect that season like you saw in the trailer. So, there will be a change to the rec, the jerseys and court colors in Season 2, but that is the new arena or layout or whatever for now in Season 2 for the new rec. So we got a really big, important update on the shooting on the game, and this is what it says. 1 to 3% difference from an 85 three-pointer and a 95 three-pointer, okay? 1 to 3% difference, all right? That's kind of tough because 85 to 95 is very expensive. Now, Ticino replied to that with another statistic and said this is misleading. Out of context, the 2K Labs data showed it made a huge difference on the edge of the green window for when you don't perfectly time it. And you see 95 to 99 is a 64% difference on the end of the green window. So I want to shout out and salute 2K because, you know, I'm very critical of their game. But like I say, man, when they do good things, I got to show them love, got to give them the W. As y'all seen, bro, having a 95 versus a 99.3, and 99, by the way, is super expensive. 98 to 99, I showed you guys in the video, was 95 to 99 overall. 4 overalls for 1 attribute. And they did it right. You know what I'm saying? You get a big boost for spending that much money. Now, Mike Wang went to Twitter, and this is where it gets kind of fishy, okay? He went to, Reddit. He said, no, Kendro's right on Hall of Fame Rec and Park. The green window is pure and there's no RNG, random number generator. Theoretically, you can hit 100% of your shots if you release at the right time. 2K Labs is using a Zen to test the windows, which we have explicit anti-cheat measures for. That's why their results are inaccurate and basically look like RNG. It's also why you have to look at your shot animations and not use feel if you want to be a good shooter. So, Mike Wang just called out 2K Labs and said that their information is inaccurate, which is really interesting because WLR Bleg went to Twitter and said, at Baluba, this is not true. They take 1 shot, then quit the game and restart it after every shot. So every shot is the first shot, no boost for consecutive makes, no same time timings multiple times in a row in the game, okay? So remember, he just refuted what Mike Wang just said, all right? Now we go further into this post right here, and he says, nah, they blah, blah, blah. And anyway, Blake said it's still a program that's automated, and 2K Labs said, yes, this is how it works. And I responded and I said, your turn, Baluba. Because 2K Labs literally just said, no, Mike Wang, that's not it. There is still not a 100% green window in our test. We restart after every single shot, which is very interesting because Mike Wang is saying the opposite. Although Mike Wang doesn't have the correct information because they actually do restart after every shot on their test. Now, Mike Wang never responded to this, but Splash Edition went to Twitter, the $250,000 My Team winner, and he said, you still drop your arms from Limitless every single play. Got bad shot selection on 8 out of 9 shots so far. I greened 1 though. So lots of people are still saying that Limitless range barely works on the game. It's very inconsistent whether you're going to break your back or drop your arms if you know about those animations and things like that. So 2K Labs dropped a important test on Limitless range after the patch, and this is what they said, okay? There is a 99 3-point rating all the way down to 85, and you are going to have a 38% difference with the perfect release timing, okay? But I think that is not necessarily good stats to look at. I think this one is better because as you see, the post-patch versus after-patch, and shout out to 2K Labs once again if you guys sign up, use code BadgePlug. Anyway, you see there's only like a 10 millisecond difference at the bottom. 590 to like 600 is where you get that boost, and then there's a little bit after that, but a lot of people are not saying they feel that, okay? So this is pre-patch versus post-patch with a 94 3 ball, and once again, another test is showing that you're able to shoot better after the patch, and even crazier is at the end of the green window, there's still more room than ever to green the shot. So now that's wide open shots only. Keep in mind, that's only for a wide open shot. This one right here is for an 85 3 ball. And also, again, you're seeing at 615 before, there was no, like, able to green. Right now at 620, you're able to green. Now at 625, you're able to green. So not only have they buffed it, but they also have a longer release timing so that you're able to green it. Now, I told you guys my opinion, and I think that shooting shouldn't have been changed, but a lot of people, you know, casual players, which it's completely fine to be a casual, we've talked about this before, they think that shooting should be better because they don't want to have to play the game so many hours to learn shooting, whatever. That's their opinion. That's completely fine. Okay, so the next one is Curry base versus post patch, and even just Curry base. You know what I'm saying? Even with a 92 3-pointer, we're seeing that there is definitely a buff to the shooting. Now, I do think it's interesting because Mike Wang said that their stats are invalid, but it's looking like there was definitely a buff from their stats. Center of green window, pre versus post patch. This is, you see 561 was 95, now it's 98.5. 571, you're able to green 100% of your shots versus before it was 76.5. So shooting definitely did get a buff, which is crazy because a lot of people, like I said, the majority of the community is saying they're not shooting as good. Okay, now this also depends where you're playing, rec, pro-am, theater, things like that. Okay, so it you know, it varies. All right, now you see even late edge of the green window is 45. Now post patch, after the patch, it's 65. So you're able to green 20% more of your shots if you get it in that timing, which is so crazy. But anyway, into the rewards. Finally, for what 2K is dropping for Season 2, man, we had even more news, but I deleted some of the pictures. Maybe it'll be in the next video. But it says, my career, and it shows this robotic thing right here. So you're able to get a robot suit, and then it says right here that there's going to be 3 new mascots. You're going to be able to get the Bucks, Kings, and Grizzlies mascot in Season 2. So that's what they're going to be doing throughout the year, is dropping like 3 mascots each season. It says for level 20, you are going to get a BMX bike. 30 is going to be a mascot costume and a legendary path wheel spin in my team. And then for 40, you're going to get gold floor setter, and current gen players will earn an extra badge point. But we have more to talk about because that's not only the rewards, and you've seen the Halloween type haircut right there, which I think is pretty cool. But we also have, you know, the battle pass and things like that to talk about as well. So let's hop into that. And real quick, I just want to say this is not the name of my team, bro. I joined this team to get double level because as you see in the top left, I had double level as well, and I wanted to see if it's stacked. But anyway, season pass, you're going to be able to get this face mask right there. It says progression tracks make climbing the rewards ladder a breeze. With the season pass, you can earn even more rewards. You're able to pro and hall of fame pass with additional content and bonuses. Season 2, 40 extra rewards consist of skull face paint, carbon fiber cyborg suit, which we've seen in the beginning, diamond shoe boost, options to get boost packs and stuff like that. In my team, 45,000 earnable VC, 25,000 earnable VC, sci-fi armor and gloves, an alternate artwork diamond, Wilt Chamberlain card, amethyst, blah blah, cargo sweats, hyperdrive, hall of fame, all that type of stuff for my team. Okay, so if you guys want to pause that and read it back, but I also want to talk about 2K banning boosters. Okay, so Double H tweeted out and said 2K gave out the top 5 rewards to the top 5 legit winners. You already know I secured unlimited layup and dunk boost video soon, and I said this is refreshing to see. Great job, 2K. Please keep this pressure for all events. So this was for the top 5 event, which gave you unlimited layup and dunk boost just like the 2K League one. And people were boosting, like actually boosting, bro. There were screenshots of people in 8 overtimes, or 7 or 8 overtimes, 290 points, 150 assists. I mean, very obviously boosted, and 2K went in there and banned them. Okay, so Solo said right here, AI players are a little bit too overpowered in 2K24. I want a 2K dev to 1v1 an AI player in the theater when their opponent leaves the game. I guarantee there would be a change made ASAP if they saw what I'm seeing. Now, we obviously needed AIs to be better than 2K23, but once again, in my opinion, 2K, they are very extreme with patches, okay? If something is not good and we're like, hey, make it good, they make it super overpowered. If it's too good and we say, hey, you know, tone it down a little bit, they make it really trash, okay? So I think they went a bit too far in terms of me playing the 1v1 theater, because when they back out, I'm actually having to sweat harder versus the AI than the actual person I just beat. So what I think they should do is maybe keep AIs how they are, or turn them down a little bit in the rec, you know, things like that. But also in the 1v1, so we don't have to have this complaint. When someone backs out in the 1v1, why is the game not over? You know what I'm saying? The only person on the court is not there anymore. So in that case, for the people that want AIs to be still really good in rec and stuff like that, maybe keep it the way it is. But it's got to change in 1v1 because, you know, the game's already over. But guys, speaking of already over, this video is over. Watch this right here to see me competing for a spot in the 2K League. It's a 35-minute movie to become a 2K League professional. You guys are gonna love this video right here, man. A lot of people have really enjoyed it. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new. I'm about to be out of here, so tap the video, and I'm out. Peace.